This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. All investments involve risk. Do your own research. Consult with a licensed professional before making any financial decisions. Grand Rising, M.B.U family. The source is the reason for the profit every season. Let's get right into it. We're breaking down one of the most misunderstood Greeks in the entire options world, Theta, the silent killer. The clock that keeps ticking whether you're watching it or not. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll never look at time the same way again. Before we go any further, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the M.B.U Discord so you can learn how to stack wins and protect peace alongside other focused traders. We don't guess. We move with strategy, with structure. Now let's talk about Theta. Theta measures time decay. In simple terms, it's how much value your option loses every single day as time passes. Every sunrise, every market open, every minute that goes by, your option is slowly decaying in value just because of time. Not price, not volatility, not momentum, just time. It's like rent on your position. The longer you stay in that contract, the more you pay. See, when you buy an option, you're not just betting on direction, you're fighting the clock. Time is literally against you. Each day that passes without the stock moving in your favor, your option's value melts a little more. That's Theta Decay doing its job. It's invisible, but it's lethal. It doesn't care if you're bullish or bearish. It doesn't care about your confidence or your conviction. It just ticks away, quietly draining your premium. Now imagine you're holding a call worth $5 with a theta of negative 10 cents. That means if nothing changes, not the price, not volatility, not the delta, your option loses 10 cents per day. 10 days go by, that's a full dollar gone. And that's without the stock even moving. That's how powerful Theta is. Theta is the reason some traders think they're right about direction, but still lose money. You might be correct about the move, but if the timing is wrong, Theta eats you alive. You were right, but you were late. And in the options world, being late is just as costly as being wrong. Now here's where most beginners mess up. They chase short-dated contracts because they're cheap. They see that weekly option for 20 or 30 bucks and think, I can flip that fast. What they don't realize is those contracts are ticking time bombs. Theta is strongest in the final 30 days before expiration. That's when it accelerates. Every day becomes more expensive. Every hour matters. You can be right on direction and still lose because you ran out of time. That's why at M.B.U we focus on structure. We don't rush into weekly contracts unless it's a clear day trade with confirmation and volume. For swing trades, we go 3 to 6 months out. For leaps, 1 to 2 years. Because time gives peace. Time gives discipline. Time gives you space to breathe and think clearly. You're not panicking every time the market dips or pulls back because you know you have time on your side. Theta and Delta are like two fighters in a ring. Delta wants to push your option higher, giving you profit as the stock moves in your favor. But Theta stands across from it, arms crossed, just waiting. Every day that goes by without action, Theta lands another jab. You don't see it at first, but you feel it when your premium starts shrinking, even though the stock hasn't moved much. That's the war between Delta and Theta. If your Delta is low, like 0.1 or 0.2, Theta will kick you in the ribs and keep hitting until you tap out. That's why we say at M.B.U, aim for a 0.7 delta whenever possible. It's the sweet spot. High enough that your contract moves closer with the stock, but not so expensive that you lose flexibility. A 0.7 delta contract has more intrinsic value, meaning less of it is affected by theta decay. That's the peace zone. The higher the delta, the less time decay hurts you. Let's go deeper. Theta is always working against option buyers and for option sellers. If you're selling options like covered calls or cash-secured puts, Theta is your best friend. You literally get paid for time passing. Every day that goes by without the buyer being right, you make money. That's why professional traders often sell premium instead of buying it. They understand that time is predictable. Direction isn't. But if you're buying options, you're on the opposite side of that deal. You need movement. You need momentum. You need follow-through. Otherwise, Theta will slowly bleed your position to death. It's like quicksand. The more you wait, the harder it is to get out. Now here's the part most people never talk about. Theta is not constant. It changes. As expiration approaches, theta accelerates. The curve steepens. In the early stages, 90 to 120 days out, time decay is small. You barely notice it. But once you get inside that final 30-day window, theta starts to snowball. The last week is brutal. The final few days, devastating. Your contract can lose half its value overnight just because time is up. That's why emotional traders panic in the last few days of expiration. They think the market is against them, but it's not. Time is. They're watching their contracts evaporate while the stock barely moves, not realizing it's theta draining their account like a silent thief. Let's pause for a moment. If you're getting value out of this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment "peace over pressure" in the chat so I know you're locked in. We're building disciplined traders here, not gamblers. All right, back to theta. The key to mastering it is understanding its rhythm. Theta moves faster when volatility drops. It moves slower when volatility rises. During earnings season or high uncertainty, implied volatility expands and theta temporarily relaxes because the market is pricing in possible movement. But as soon as the event passes, volatility contracts and theta comes roaring back. That's why you'll sometimes see your option drop even after you were right, because volatility got crushed and theta resumed its attack. This is why strategy matters. You don't just trade options, you manage time. You protect peace by positioning yourself where time works with you, not against you. You do that by buying longer expirations, focusing on high delta, and never letting impatience dictate your entries. See, discipline in trading isn't just about when to enter or exit, it's about how you position yourself inside the flow of time. A wise trader knows that time is both enemy and ally. Misuse it and it destroys you. Respect it, and it multiplies your wealth. That's why at M.B.U, we emphasize the balance between peace and preparation. You don't chase the market, you prepare for it. You understand that every trade has a lifespan, and theta is the heartbeat counting down that life. You don't rush it, you don't fear it, you use it. And I want to make this clear. Theta isn't evil. It's just the truth of time. It's the law of decay. Everything in life moves toward expiration, not just options. Your energy, your days, your opportunities. That's why you need to invest them wisely. Every wasted minute is theta decay on your potential. That's deep if you really think about it. Theta reminds us that time is the most valuable asset we have. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose a trade and recover. But time, once it's gone, it's gone. So even beyond trading, the lesson stands. Don't waste time. Respect the clock. Build your plan. Move with purpose. When you look at your contracts again, I want you to see theta as more than a number. See it as accountability. It's asking you, are you wasting time or are you making time work for you? Because every day that passes, you're either decaying or growing. That's what separates the gamblers from the builders. Gamblers chase time. Builders leverage it. If you're serious about learning to trade like a pro, join the M.B.U Discord. We teach this every single week. We break down setups, chart confirmations, profit targets, risk control, and mindset. You'll learn how to combine patience with purpose so you can stop reacting and start executing. And I'll say this again because it's that important. Don't underestimate theta. It's not just a number on your options chain. It's your silent opponent. It's the whisper in the background reminding you that nothing lasts forever. So if you're going to take a position, make it count. If you're going to hold something, know why. And if you're going to buy time, use it wisely. Theta is the reason we say peace over pressure. Because when you give yourself time, you eliminate pressure. You create peace. You don't have to force trades. You can wait for confirmation. You can stay disciplined. You can breathe. That's what freedom feels like. Most people lose not because they don't know what to do, but because they run out of time doing it. Theta is the reminder that procrastination is expensive. Every day you hesitate, someone else is using that same time to grow. So here's your challenge. Stop letting theta control you. Take control of time. Trade with structure. Think ahead. Be intentional and keep building wealth with wisdom. Because peace comes from preparation, not pressure.